Hello children, your friend Miss Lolo is here again to take you through another exciting journey on civic education. What comes to your mind when you see these colors? Green, white and green. The grass? A candle? You won't be wrong if you said any of these things, but what significance does it have when we put them together like this? Did someone say the Nigerian flag? You're very correct. Isn't it interesting that we can tell what something represents by looking at it and without it being spelled out? This is the power of symbols. Symbols represent things and they are very important to the people or community associated with it. We have symbols everywhere. For example, in your school, you might have a flag with colors that represent some of the values of your school. It could also be a logo, which you will see on everything associated with your school. In our communities, families, sports clubs, associations, and so much more, there are usually things that represent the group. These are all symbols. In the same way, nations around the world have their unique symbols which members of those countries use to recognize anything that has to do with a country. It is very important to national identity. National symbols can take different forms, including pictures, paintings, words, songs, and so much more. They can be used to express the hopes, dreams, and values of a nation. National symbols can be an instrument of pride and unity. Some of the national symbols that are common across the world include a national flag, coat of arms, and the national anthem. National symbols are often displayed at major events. In Nigeria, there are national events where the Nigerian flag and its colors, green, white, and green, are featured prominently. For example, on Democracy Day, are featured prominently. We celebrate uninterrupted civil administration. Independence Day, October 1st, when we celebrate Nigeria's independence from British rule, and Armed Forces Remembrance Day, January 15th, when we honored the soldiers who gave their lives in service to Nigeria. National flag. Let's think about the Nigerian flag a bit more. What are the colors on the Nigerian flag? Yes, the Nigerian flag has two colors on it, with three vertical bands of green, white, and green. All three bands have equal weight. The Nigerian flag is one of the national symbols of the country. On the surface, the flag can seem like any other painting, but there is more to it. The Nigerian flag carries a powerful message. Now, let's interpret the colors. Green represents the natural wealth of Nigeria, that is, Nigeria's natural resources such as the fertile soil of Nigeria. White symbolizes peace. Peace is an important value to uphold in Nigeria, especially when we consider the diversity in religion and culture. Where did the Nigerian flag come from? That's a good question. A young Nigerian, Michael Taiwo Akinkumi, who was 23 years old at the time, designed the Nigerian flag. It was first flown when Nigeria became independent from the British colonial rule on October 1st, 1960. In addition to the national flag, another very important symbol is the coat of arms. What is a coat of arms? Like the national flag, the coat of arms is a symbol of representation. Families, Organizations, states, and countries can have unique coat of arms that represent them. In Nigeria, we definitely have a very special coat of arms which has so many meanings. Here is our coat of arms. Now, let's explore every part of it. At the bottom of the coat of arms, on a ribbon-like band, there is something written there. It is unity and faith, peace and progress. This is the motto on the coat of arms and, indeed, the motto of Nigeria. We also have a green field with flowers. The flowers are called Costus spectabilis, or the yellow trumpet. It is the national flower of Nigeria and it can be found in so many parts of the country. The flowers represent beauty. Coat of arms with arrow pointing at horses. Can we see the two animals on there? Yes, there are two white horses. They are the supporters and they represent dignity. Next, we have the black shield. The shield represents Nigeria's fertile soil. Nigeria is known for growing cocoa, rice, cassava, yams, sorghum, corn, millet, and more. We also have the white pearl, which is a Y-shaped charge on the coat of arms. Can we see it? It is a little wavy. This represents the meeting of River Niger and River Benue at Lokoja, the capital of Kogi State. This is why Kogi State is regarded as the confluence state. Finally, the eagle. This is our crest. The eagle standing on the green and white bands represents the pride and strength of Nigeria, while the white and green bands represent Nigeria's fertile soil. Now, let's remind ourselves of what we have learned today. A. National symbols can take different forms, including pictures, paintings, words, songs, and so much more. They can be used to express the hopes, dreams, and values of a nation. B. National symbols are very important to national identity. C. The Nigerian flag has two colors on it, with three vertical bands of green, white, and green. D. Unity and faith, peace and progress is the motto on Nigeria's coat of arms. Well done! Now, it's time for a brain teaser. Ready? Okay. 1. The Nigerian flag and coat of arms are examples of national symbols. Fantastic! 2. What do the colors on the Nigerian flag represent? Green represents agriculture and white represents peace. That's correct. 3. The supporters, that is, the two horses on Nigeria's coat of arms, symbolize dignity. Correct. 4. The eagle on the Nigerian coat of arms represents pride and strength of Nigeria. That's very correct. Well done. Oh, I also have something interesting to share with you. First, about January 15th, the day we celebrate Armed Forces Remembrance Day. 1. January 15th, 1966, the 1966 Nigerian coup d'etat. 2. January 15th, 1970, the end of the Nigerian Civil War. Next, about the Nigerian flag. The Nigerian flag is flown at half-mast to indicate national mourning or as a sign of respect during the Memorial Days and state funerals. Now, let's look at some new words we have learned today. Half-mast. This is when a flag has been brought halfway down the pole to signify something. During the funeral of the soldiers, the flags were all flying at half-mast. Confluence, the meeting point of two or more rivers, or the coming together of people and things. For example, did you know that Kogi State is called the Confluence State because of the confluence of River Niger and River Benue at Lokoja, its capital? Uninterrupted, when there is no pause or break in a process. For example, we had uninterrupted power supply last week. Costus spectabilis, Nigeria's national flower. Its other name is yellow trumpet. For example, Costus spectabilis can be seen on Nigeria's coat of arms. Now it's time for memory tag. The national symbols represent the people and what they believe. We have our flag, which is green, white, and green. Green for the fertile soil and white for peace. We have our coat of arms with even more meanings. The eagle for strength, the horses for dignity, the wavy Y for the meeting of the rivers, and the black shield for the fertility of our land. We round it up with the beauty of the flowers and our motto of unity and faith, peace and progress. Wow! Thank you for exploring national symbols with me today. I hope that you've discovered something new. Till next time, bye!